Hey, how's everybody doing? Damashe Thomas, just stepping in really quick to share a tip with you on something that I discovered in iOS 9 on the iPhone 6s Plus. Now, this tip, unfortunately, is a little exclusive because you must be using a 6s or a 6s Plus in order to get any benefit out of this. But I have discovered what I think is a pretty neat feature and added benefit to the 3D touch feature that comes along with these devices. So to demonstrate this, I am in messages. I'm going to send a message to the Fedora Outlier partners here very quickly.
Message, iMessage, text field, message, text field, cap L, O, C, V, R, E, space, love, more, 3, more, D, space, 3D, R, T, I, O, U, C, H. Type.
Okay, so typed out love 3D touch just to have a message to send. Now, what I discovered with using 3D touch, having that ability is
John Panarese kept an audio.
You also have the ability to force press many of the buttons in the iOS interface. So an example of this is I need to hit the send button, right, to send this message.
Send button.
Locate the send.
Send using iMessage.
Normally, what you would do is once you locate the send button, is take your finger off and then one finger double tap the screen, and that would activate the send button. But if you are on a 6S or 6S Plus and you have 3D touch activated, my finger is still resting on the screen for the send button. I'm just going to press down a little bit harder.
Record audio button.
And it sent the message, activated the button, which sent the message. Another quick demonstration of this is also if I were to go
messages, back button.
To the back button.
Messages, back button.
Again, just force press on this button the same way you would to activate 3D touch on an app icon or inside of an application.
Messages, T-up, 6:58 p.m. Home.
And that took us back.
App Store.
So that is the feature that I have discovered. Now, there are a couple of caveats with this feature. As I said, you can force press most buttons in most buttons and other elements in iOS. So, send buttons, back buttons, things like that. Where I have discovered that it does not work, it has not simply worked for me, is say, for example, if you are in a search field, you type into the search field, you cannot force press the search button or the go button if you're typing in a web address or something like that. I have also noticed that with some buttons that have double tap and hold gestures associated with them, such as the back button in Safari, if you double tap and hold on the back button in Safari, of course, it brings up your history. Force pressing that will also bring up your history. But for most elements, as I said, send buttons in mail, email, messages, back buttons, just about everywhere that I have encountered a back button, play and pause buttons in audio players, this feature works spectacularly. As I said, I thought it's pretty neat, and I also found it to be a very useful way of getting things done and being more efficient. Now, if you're all about being more efficient and you want to find more cool tips like this, get more in-depth, productive ways of using your iOS device, or if you're new to iOS and just want to learn some of the basic ins and outs, go over to the iOS Master Series.
Screen dimmed.
Again, that's iOSmasterseries.com, and sign up, register to become a member and get much, much more than this there. And of course, if you found this tip useful at all or just interesting or really cool, hey, share it out to your social networks, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn.
Screen locked.
Wherever you happen to be socializing with people that you think could find this of use, definitely send it out. Thank you.